The day Princess Leonor says no, how Spain's monarchy could collapse overnight. What if one word destroyed centuries of tradition? One word. No. A single breath. A single sentence. A single decision. And suddenly, Spain wakes up to a nightmare it never imagined possible. The future queen, the young woman trained since birth to wear the crown, stands before the world and calmly announces, "I refuse the throne." In that instant, history fractures. Markets shake. Politics unravel. The monarchy trembles. And an entire nation holds its breath. This is not fiction. This is a scenario powerful enough to collapse Spain's monarchy overnight. Today, we explore the emotional, political, psychological, and historical impact of the day Princess Leonor says no. Right finger watch till the end, and please don't forget to subscribe for more powerful royal stories, shocking revelations, and exclusive insights. Chapter 1. A princess born without choice. Princess Leonor did not choose royalty. She was born into it. From her very first breath, her destiny was sealed. While ordinary children discover who they want to become, Leonor has always known exactly who she must be. Queen of Spain. Her childhood was not about freedom. It was about preparation. Every class, every lesson, every trip, every ceremony, every public appearance had one purpose: to shape her into a perfect monarch. She studied constitutional law, international diplomacy, history, languages, military discipline, leadership psychology. Her daily life was a training program disguised as childhood. She smiled when cameras appeared. She stood perfectly straight during ceremonies. She spoke carefully, wisely, and respectfully far beyond her age. Yet behind that polished image lives a young woman whose entire existence has been planned by others. And eventually, the question becomes unavoidable. What if she wants a different life? Chapter 2. The silent pressure that builds over time. Royal pressure is not loud. It is silent, constant, relentless. Leonor lives inside a golden cage where every movement is watched, recorded, and judged. She cannot disappear into a crowd. She cannot make mistakes. She cannot rebel. She cannot be ordinary. Every word becomes a headline. Every expression becomes a viral image. Every silence becomes speculation. This type of pressure does not fade. It grows, day after day, year after year, until the weight becomes unbearable. Psychologists warn that children raised under intense performance expectations often struggle with anxiety, emotional isolation, identity confusion, chronic stress, fear of failure. Leonor carries the weight of an entire nation's hopes. That burden is heavier than any crown. Chapter 3. The moment that shocks the world. Imagine the broadcast. Royal palace. Flags. Formal silence. Princess Leonor steps forward. She looks calm, but her eyes carry a storm. She takes a breath, then speaks. After deep reflection, I have decided that I cannot accept the crown of Spain. Silence. Then chaos. Within seconds, news channels interrupt programming. Social media explodes. Financial markets react. Political leaders rush into emergency meetings. This is not gossip. This is not scandal. This is a constitutional earthquake. Chapter 4. Why would Princess Leonor say no? To outsiders, royalty seems like the ultimate dream. But behind the palace walls lies sacrifice. 1. A life without freedom. Leonor cannot choose where she lives, what career she wants, who she dates, how she expresses herself. Everything must serve national interest. Even love becomes diplomacy. Marriage becomes strategy. Personal happiness becomes secondary. 2. Permanent surveillance. Every second of her life exists under observation. There is no privacy, no anonymity, no escape. Even vacations are official events. Every smile is studied. Every gesture is interpreted. 3. The loss of identity. When destiny defines your life, identity disappears. Leonor is not allowed to be herself. She must be the crown. At some point, a person begins to wonder, who am I beneath the title? Chapter 5. Spain's political system enters chaos. Spain is a constitutional monarchy. This means the monarchy is not ceremonial, it is deeply embedded within national governance. Leonor's refusal would instantly trigger emergency parliamentary sessions, constitutional debates, political clashes, legal confusion. The nation would face terrifying questions. Who becomes heir? What if the next in line refuses to? Should Spain remain a monarchy at all? This uncertainty could destabilize the entire political system. Chapter 6: The Rise of Republican Movements. Spain already contains strong Republican factions. Leonor's refusal would ignite them like wildfire. Protesters would flood the streets. Political leaders would demand reform. Social media would erupt with calls to abolish monarchy. For the first time in decades, Spain would seriously question whether kings and queens still belong in a modern democracy. Chapter 7: Public Reaction, a Nation Divided. The Spanish people would split emotionally. Supporters would say, "She deserves her freedom. No one should be forced to rule. She is human, not property." Critics would argue, "She betrayed her duty. She abandoned Spain. She destroyed centuries of tradition." Families would argue. Politicians would clash. The nation would fracture emotionally. Chapter 8: The Emotional Collapse of the Royal Family. King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia would face unbearable scrutiny. Public pressure would explode. Questions would flood media. Did they push her too hard? Did they steal her childhood? Did they emotionally isolate her? The monarchy's image would suffer deeply. Every parenting decision would be re-examined. Every childhood moment would become public debate. Chapter 9: Infanta Sofia, a crown she never prepared for. If Leonor stepped aside, her younger sister Sofia would instantly become heir. Her life would change overnight. From quiet student to future queen. From privacy to public scrutiny. From freedom to obligation. Would she accept? Would she cope? Or would the pressure crush her too? This could trigger a chain reaction that destroys royal stability completely. Chapter 10: The Domino Effect, toward the end of monarchy. If instability continued, Spain could hold a national referendum. If the people voted to abolish monarchy, the royal family would lose authority. Spain would become a republic. The Bourbon dynasty would fade into history. Palaces would become museums. Royal ceremonies would become memories. 1,000 years of monarchy would end. This is the ultimate nightmare. Chapter 11: The Psychological Cost of Being Born Royal. Behind royal glamour lies emotional suffering. Royal children grow up, isolated from peers, restricted in friendships, surrounded by guards, burdened by expectation. This environment creates emotional loneliness. Leonor's refusal would not be rebellion. It would be self-preservation. Chapter 12: History's Warnings. Throughout history, abdications have reshaped nations. Kings and queens who walked away caused revolutions, reforms, and political collapse. Leonor's decision would surpass them all. It would redefine monarchy itself. Chapter 13: The Identity Crisis of Spain. Spain's monarchy symbolizes stability, unity, continuity. Without it, Spain would face existential questions. Who are we? What binds us? What defines our future? Leonor carries these answers within her. Chapter 14: The Crown is a Lifetime Sentence. To accept the throne is to surrender. Privacy, love, ambition, freedom. It is service until death. No retirement, no resignation, no escape. Would anyone willingly choose this fate? Chapter 15: The Tragic Beauty of Royal Duty. Despite unimaginable pressure, Leonor carries herself with grace. Her discipline, her intelligence, her emotional maturity. She stands as a symbol of dedication and sacrifice. Yet behind every formal smile hides untold weight. Chapter 16: What her refusal would teach the world. Her decision would echo globally. Human freedom must come before inherited destiny. It would redefine leadership, redefine monarchy, redefine duty. Chapter 17: Why Spain hopes this never happens. Spain believes Leonor will rise as a wise and compassionate queen. She represents hope, stability, continuity. Her refusal would feel like losing the nation's heartbeat. Chapter 18: Destiny versus Freedom. Leonor stands at history's crossroads. On one side, tradition, duty, sacrifice. On the other, freedom, identity, personal happiness. Her choice will define Spain's future. Final thoughts: the day that could rewrite history. If Princess Leonor ever says no, Spain's monarchy could collapse overnight. Not because she is weak, but because she is human. And sometimes, the human heart cannot carry the weight of a crown. If you enjoyed this powerful royal story, please don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up, like, speech balloon, comment, and repeat button, share with others who love royal content. More shocking stories, deep royal analysis, and exclusive insights are coming, so stay tuned.